Good evening, good evening, good evening. Today is Thursday, September 4th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank all y'all that showed up for the live last night. I had to take it down so you can't go back and replay it because of some copyright issues. So we'll do it again. Probably tonight or sometime this weekend. I need to pick up my live streams. One, because y'all asked me to. Two, because I like interacting with y'all live. And three, well, maybe two. Now, and as I was saying on the live last night, I got an idea that I want to do. I have people that book consultations with me, right? Private consultations for a fee. I'm extremely, if I do say so myself, good at what I do. And they will tell you that I am also because they keep coming back. And they recommend other people. Word of mouth is the best advertisement. So hold on, I'm good at helping people with their problem. Considering I've had so many that I've had to overcome throughout my short years on this earth. And people are willing to pay me for my insight. How about add that to your show? So I ran it across the audience last night, and I want to see what y'all think about it. On the lives only. If you come on the live, if you get to come up, I will let you come on. And whatever problem you would normally book me for a consultation for, we'll do it on live for no charge. If you don't want to show your face like you camera shy or whatever, you can block out your image. Only for that. Now, other than that, I got to see what you look like, see who I'm talking to. But I do have the button where if you say one thing crazy, I can get you out of here. So keep that in mind if you want to troll or whatever. But if you're somebody that wants help with any problem, I don't care what it is. I believe I have the answer for it. Not me, I get answers, but it's a gift that I have. And I'm going to share it with y'all. Now, you can be a hater and big boy, I ain't talking to you. So I'm talking about the people that get it. So from here on out, I'm going to try this. This is going to be an experiment, see how it works, see how y'all like it, see how it goes. On the next live, which hopefully will be this weekend, I promise y'all I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to increase the live streams. I don't make any money off of it unless y'all do super chats, but it's not about the money. I just enjoy the interactions with the people. So keep that in mind. If you have something that you wanted to book a consultation with me, but you may not have the money that can afford it, I'm going to offer it to you free if you're willing to come on live and discuss your issue. You won't be disappointed. I promise you. Now on to the topic. We were on live last night again, and a young man out of Memphis, Tennessee, he's a trucker, was asking me about changing field because trucking, as I've been telling y'all, and y'all, I know you're trying to help. You're only trying to help. I get it. When you suggest to me, a guy that's been driving since 1996, what I can do because of my situation, the way I'm not working steady. And I know y'all want to help when you offer your suggestion. Why don't you try this, big boy? Go drive for these folks. Go teach a school. Go do this, Ain't nothing about this stuff I don't know when it comes to trucking. And if there was something better I could be doing, I would already be doing it. You're not telling me something I don't already know about trucking. I'm not rolling over, dying. I'm just telling you my situation, but I'm going to be all right. And I want y'all to be all right. What I discuss, what I'm talking about is not for my well-being. I'm going to be okay. I've been homeless before. Keep that in mind. All right? I really was homeless. I know y'all might think it's just an internet persona. And I'm just saying stuff for views. A lot of people, he just trying to get views. I was really homeless. Everything I tell you about my life is the truth. Okay? I know how to survive. Whatever I'm telling y'all is for y'all. I'm not asking y'all to tell me what should I do. I'm telling you what I'm helping you. I know how to eat out of dumpsters. I know what time to go to Popeyes when they go dump the fresh chicken. I know all that. This ain't for me. And I know how to go back to doing that when the shit hit the fan, which is coming. I'm trying to warn y'all, those who accuse me of being Mr. Doom and Gloom and all I talk about is negativity and you need to brighten up, you need to see the bright side of things. No, I need to see the real side. The real side is we effed up. The real side is your ass better be prepared. That's the real side. I'm not sitting around here telling people to give up and, oh, you ain't gonna make it. No, that's negative. I'm very positive, but I'm very realistic. I'm telling you when we fucked up right now, okay? If you can't accept that and acknowledge that, you tired of me telling you that, get the hell on out of here. My people come here because they don't want to be lied to. They don't want to be pandered to. I'm not pandering to anybody. I'm not going to say what you want to hear just because you want to hear it. You don't like what I'm saying? Again, you can make all the videos about me you want. You can call me. You can give me all the nicknames, whatever. If you ain't realized by now, 100,000 in, 2 years later, I'm going to do what I feel like doing. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Come and go. I read your comments. I used to subscribe to them, but I can't listen to them no more. I don't give a fuck. Leave. I'm telling you to leave. You ain't got to tell me you for unsubscribe. I don't give a shit. I'm going to still keep it real. As fast as you leave, there's more coming. Because there's more people that like real than like fake. Get your fake ass out of here. So now, as I'm telling y'all what we're dealing with, I'm not telling y'all you're not going to make it. I'm not telling you to give up. I'm telling you to prepare is all I'm saying. If you don't know there's a storm coming, you're not going to prepare your house. Why do you think the news come on during hurricane season or whatever and warn you Hurricane Katrina coming, 3 days she'll be here? Why do you think they're telling you that? Just to scare you? No. They're telling you to prepare your house. Board up your windows. Get your water and your gas and your generators and all that. That's what they're telling you. They're not telling you, oh, Lord, what am I going to do? Katrina coming. No, they're telling you to prepare. I'm just the forecaster. That's all. I'm not Mr. Doom and Gloom. I'm the forecaster. Hey, a hurricane is coming. Board up your house. Fill your cars up with gas. That's what I'm doing. I'm not telling you to give up. I'm not telling you, oh, Lord, woe is us. What we going to do now? I'm telling you better find out what the fuck to do. Because the storm is on the horizon. As a matter of fact, that's something the wind's blowing right now. You don't hear woo, woo. You heard them winds? Right now. So I was telling my man last night, the trucker, he want to change position, change career because trucking is pretty much dead. But as I was telling him, whatever move you're trying to make, is it recession proof? Other than that, don't make no move. Even though you might be struggling where you're at right now, it ain't better, the grass ain't green on the other side, per se. He was thinking about nursing. Or did somebody else say something about nursing? Now, he was talking about going to aviation school, flying planes. And I asked, is that recession proof? Because at one time, we thought nursing was a career you can go in, you ain't got to worry about losing your job. But going to always be a need for nurses. That's what we thought. And I said, no, not this day and time. In this day and time, there is no recession-proof jobs. You just got to pray and hope you somewhere secure. And if you are secure, you know you're secure where you are, you might hate it. Hate your supervisor. Can't stand it. I heard. My advice to you, this ain't the time to be moving and taking a chance on something. If you got something right now that's you know is rock solid, even though you hate it. Because right now there's really no secure jobs, even nursing. You don't believe me? Check this out.
ABC 10 News at 4. UC San Diego Health is facing continued pushback against recent layoffs. 230 employees lost their jobs last week. ABC 10 News reporter Perla Shaheen spoke to registered nurses who say the quality of patient care is already being affected.
We have patients to protect.
Nurses walked the line on Thursday, demanding a reversal of recent layoffs at UCSD Health that left hundreds of employees without jobs, including 22 registered nurses represented by the California Nursing Association.
We can see your greedy side.
How am I going to pay for the birth of my baby?
Candy Stangler was a nursing assistant in postpartum care. Stangler was on medical leave 1 month away from her due date when she received an email notifying her that she had been laid off.
Oh, it was a whirlwind of emotions. I mean, 1 minute I was crying, and then it was, how could they? I got angry.
Stangler says people in her unit were already struggling with their workload before the layoffs, with around 2 nursing assistants per shift to serve more than 30 moms and their babies. Now, she says their staffing has been cut in half.
How are we going to give these patients what they need?
UCSD Health claims it continues to meet or exceed all nurse-to-patient staffing ratios, as mandated by California law, saying in a statement, quote, "We actively ensure that our staffing levels support the health and well-being of our patients and care teams across all of our clinics and hospitals."
They don't work in the hospital. They don't know anything. Our emergency room is always bursting at the seams. We have inpatients waiting in the emergency room for a bed for sometimes days.
When we fight, we win.
UCSD Health says the layoffs came in response to mounting financial pressure caused by federal impacts on healthcare, regulatory uncertainty, and rising costs of providing care.
These nurses have contract negotiations coming up in August. They plan to bring up reversing the layoffs as part of their demands. Perla Shaheen, ABC 10 News.
Oh, big boy, that's just one little incident. But wait, there's more.
New this morning, hundreds of workers at Children's Hospital Los Angeles are being laid off. The job cuts are taking place as the hospital restructures to remain financially stable. KTLA's Omar Lewis reports from East Hollywood.
The hospital is citing growing financial challenges as the reason behind these staffing changes and layoffs that will impact more than 400 positions.
Hold on. This ain't got nothing to do with the topic. What's up with that little curl on the top of his head? Now back to the regular scheduled program.
Across just about every department here at the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. We can break down those numbers even further for you and tell you that these changes will impact a total of 439 positions. Of those, 253 jobs are being eliminated completely, while another 186 employees will be offered options to transfer to adjusted roles. Altogether, that accounts for nearly 6% of the hospital's staff. Officials say the restructuring comes after years of cost-saving measures, including a hiring freeze and cuts to supply costs that weren't enough to balance financial pressures. The layoffs impact management, administrative services, support staff, and even some clinical care positions. Employees were notified on Wednesday and will continue to receive pay and benefits until the end of October, along with severance under the hospital's policies. While hospital leaders did not elaborate further on the growing financial challenges the facility faces, the news comes as hundreds of billions of dollars in Medicaid cuts are also looming across the country. The hospital's CEO, Paul Viviano, released a statement that reads in part, "This was a very difficult decision, and it is a deeply painful moment for our entire team." The statement goes on to say it became increasingly clear that reductions to both team member and management roles were necessary to ensure CHLA can continue to survive in this uncertain climate to provide our young patients and their families with the quality care that they need and deserve. And back out here at the hospital, officials say those cuts will officially take place beginning on October 28th. That is the latest for now. Reporting from East Hollywood, I'm Omar Lewis for KTLA 5 News.
Board up your windows. secure your home. Fill your cars up with gas. Evacuate if need be. A storm is here. We're in the midst of a Category 5 hurricane. I'm not telling you to be scared. I'm not preaching doom and gloom. I'm teaching preparedness. If you don't get that, that ain't my problem. Those who get it, I'm telling you to prepare. If you're not already prepared, do the best you can. Hunker down for the storm. Because we're in the middle of it right now. And just because the winds haven't gotten to your city yet. See, during the hurricane, I'm down here in hurricane area. We have hurricanes. And say like when Katrina hit, one of the worst hurricanes in American history. Camille and, but Hurricane Katrina in my lifetime, woo, she was a bitch. But when it was coming ashore over there in Louisiana and right outside of Mississippi, I'm in Mobile, we wasn't feeling it yet. So because we wasn't feeling the winds yet, even though it was coming in over there in New Orleans, we still were getting the forecast that it's coming this way, fool. Now, if you stupid enough to be sitting around and say, I don't see no wind blowing. What you mean? We good. That's what some of y'all doing right now. When I'm telling you the storm is hitting. Well, I'm doing good over here. Me and my friends doing good. But I'm telling you, the storm is here. It just ain't got to you yet. Katrina hit New Orleans first, but eventually tore Mobile ass up too. Now, if you would have been one of them people talking about, well, I don't see ain't no wind blowing here, but it's over there tearing New Orleans up heading this way, fool. You talking about because it ain't hit here yet, it ain't coming. It's coming. I don't care who you are. You may be doing good right now, you and your friends. You know who you are, you big hater. But anyway, it's coming for you too. As a matter of fact, for one of them hens already done hit your punk ass. It's coming for everybody. Talk about me all you want, call me crazy, whatever. But my people, we get it. And this is for my people only. If you don't like me, don't like what I'm talking about, so be it. I don't like you either. Feeling mutual.
All right, Leslie, I got a question for you today. Is the American dream out of reach for most Americans? A new poll doesn't paint a very pretty picture.
No, in fact, a new poll leads us down that road to that conclusion. Let's unpack it a little bit. Clearly, we are living in economically pessimistic times. A new poll from the Wall Street Journal reinforces that. And the numbers here are pretty extraordinary. What it finds, in part, is that the percentage of people who believe their standard of living will improve has dropped to a record low 25%. More than 3/4 of respondents said they are not confident that things will be better for the next generation. And this one's one of the biggies. Nearly 70% of respondents say they no longer believe that if you work hard, you will get ahead. And it's that last data point that really struck me, because what we're talking about here is the American dream. And when you couple this with the fact that housing and home ownership are increasingly inaccessible to Americans, and that's a core part of the mythos of the American dream, now you have the Horatio Alger aspect of it also under threat. And that is this idea that anyone can pull themselves up by the bootstraps and improve themselves through good old-fashioned hard work. Well, according to this new survey, that's no longer the case. And the danger here is that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't believe that you can get ahead in life, especially through some hard work, you won't work hard. And as people work less hard, that just diminishes their chances of moving ahead. And so now you have this combination where key facets of the American dream are suddenly out of reach to a majority of Americans, and that really sets us up for the potential for failure, because even in hard times in the past, Americans, through our shared belief in the American mythology, still came through and said, well, if we just stick to it, put our nose to the grindstone, we can get ahead, we can overcome things. Well, what this survey says is, no, most of us don't think that anymore. And the danger there is, if you don't think that, that increases the chances of an economic slowdown. An economic slowdown increases the chances of a recession, and then you're going down a road that you don't want to be on.
I mean, it's hard not for a lot of young people to look at the income inequality in this country and not feel that way.
I agree. And I think the growing sense of not just pessimism, but also cynicism is a real factor, because this is against the positivity that once defined the American experience. But now that the economics of the American experience are increasingly out of reach for most people, especially working families, that changes the equation. Because it's no longer about, well, if I just do my best, I'll get ahead, or my kids will get ahead. Now, at least according to this survey, most people think, I don't believe that anymore. And that strikes me as a sea change when it comes to who we are as a people and where we're going.
I feel like a lot of this is tied to housing, because millennial generation, we feel like that it's just always right out of reach to be able to afford housing. Until that problem is solved, I mean, it's hard to put American dream into the picture.
Couldn't agree more. But that data point that I highlighted, the fact that there are a growing number of people who now feel that even hard work won't get you ahead, that's the other side of the coin that Sam just raised. And again, it redefines the American experience.
You didn't hear nothing that I haven't already been saying. But I've been called all kind of pessimistic, negative, Mr. You didn't hear nothing I haven't already been telling y'all. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wake up and smell the coffee. And if you, somebody who's sitting here watching me right now, don't feel like hard work pays off, that you're working hard and you still can't get ahead, I told you, you're not the only one. You're not crazy. You can work your ass off just to be broke. And what that does is that makes people not want to give my all for nothing. Getting tired for nothing. Slaving and still broke. If I'm going to be broke, I might as well do nothing to be broke. Why would I do my best and still be broke when I can loaf and be broke? That's what we got going on right now. And you can shoot the messenger all you want. That don't make the message not true. So love me or hate me, either way, I don't care. But the truth gonna always rise to the top. Pay attention. I was gonna say before it's too late. Maybe it's already too late. But that don't mean give up. What do we do now? Just do the best you can. Hold on. Talk to your God. Depend on your God. Don't depend on man. Because when it comes to men, we all screwed. And even though it ain't hit you yet, because you doing good, give it a minute. I ain't wishing nothing on you. But the storm gonna hit everybody. Get it. Got it. Good. Bye.